One of the biggest mistake human beings do, you are too involved in your traffic rules, you forget the vision why the traffic rules are developed. If you understand the vision, you will follow the rules, but you will never even be remembering or loaded by the traffic rules. Understanding about the cosmos matures your being. Almost 99% of the time, you invoke such worst life-destructive decisions due to your temporary sadness. If you have the vision of the cosmos, you will never make permanently damaging decisions in your life because you are temporarily sad. It is time I decided to hold matured conversation with humanity. Whatever I am supposed to gift to the humanity from the Kailash, everything directly, unedited, just mapped to the need of the humanity. Food as per Paramashiva, yoga as per Paramashiva, power manifestation as per Paramashiva, lifestyle thought currents as per Paramashiva, powerful cognitions as per Paramashiva. Now I am going to reveal sex as per Paramashiva and all the 11 genders. Paramashiva is revealing all the great truths unedited as it is from Kailash live relay. Is Paramashivoham program. Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvade Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triyunarahidam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda Mera, my name is Sri Nitya Kritananda Maharaj, and I'm here with Ma Nitya Prematmananda Swami from Bangalore Aadheenam, and she would like to introduce herself.
Nithyanandam everyone. My name is Ma Nitya Prematmananda Swami. I'm a sannyasi of Nithyananda order, a disciple of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swamiji, and just coming from Bangalore Aadheenam. So basically, just to introduce about myself, by background I'm electrical and a computer engineer, and just like any other Indian family, the parents will want their kids to either become a doctor or an engineer. So that is basically the expectation. So I did do my engineering and then came to the US and did my master's. But fortunately for me, my seeking of knowing the purpose of my life led me to finally meet Swamiji in 2009, which changed my life forever. And since then I have joined the Aadheenam, which Aadheenam means a temple monastery, and became a sannyasi. In 2013 I took the initiation. Swamiji gave me the initiation of sannyas, and since then been traveling to different Aadheenams, and mainly based in Los Angeles Aadheenam, and for last few years I was being in the Bangalore Aadheenam.
So did you meet Swamiji here in the US or in India?
In the US actually.
Okay.
So by then I was already here working, and I just got to a point where I could not continue with my so-called work. Like I had to really find the purpose of my life and align to it. So it came to a point where I could not ignore it anymore. So that is when I really decided to change.
So when was that?
That was in 2008.
2008, that's 10 years ago, wow. I myself only met Swamiji back in 2014, and I took sannyas in 2017, last year, June. So yeah, 10 years, wow.
And you're basically from here, from Toronto?
Yeah, I'm from Toronto. I was born and brought up here in Toronto, so I'm back here for visa purposes, and I'll be going back to India very soon. And so I'm the sannyasi here locally in Toronto, taking care of the temple. And so if you come to our Toronto temple, you'll meet me here. And yeah, so 10 years, that's a long time. And just to put this into context, Swamiji also started his public life when?
In 2000. In 2000, he realized the purpose, his avataric mission, what for he has happened on this planet. And that is when he, basically Swamiji is from Tamil Nadu. And when he was in Tamil Nadu, he had the vision of two places. One is the banyan tree, which is in the Bengaluru Aadheenam, and another was the word Los Angeles. Why I am saying the word Los Angeles is because Swamiji did not know what that word meant, whether it was a location or a place or what or where it is. He did not know.
At that time, he was just a simple village boy.
Exactly. So at that time, he did not know. And first he started looking for, of course, like one of his secretary had told him what Los Angeles is, basically a city in North America. And Swamiji started looking for this tree. So all over South India he was traveling to locate that tree that he saw in his vision. And when he came to this place near Bengaluru, which was a big forest at that time, is when he realized, when he saw this particular tree, he knew it was this tree that he was looking for. So Swamiji established the Aadheenam in that location.
So before moving forward, I think we need a formal introduction of who Swamiji is and what he's here for.
Yeah. So Swamiji, as we call him, Paramhamsa Nithyananda Swamiji, he is an avatar, as revered by the Hindus all over the world. He started in a very simple way. I know in 2000, year of 2000, when he realized his avataric mission, he started in Tamil Nadu, started healing people. And he was called as actually Mauna Swami. He was not talking, just healing people. And slowly people started gathering because so many people got healed, especially including the secretary who joined. He had a very terminal disease, and I think he was not expected to live more than 6 months. But he got healed. He was not able to eat, and he was suffering from a stomach problem, and he got healed tremendously. And of course, he's still hale and healthy.
Yeah.
And like that, it started. And then Swamiji started conducting meditation programs, and he used to say, I had 1.5 person attending the program, because one person was awake and the other was asleep. So he would consider that as a 1.5 person sitting. And from there it started, and now conducting many programs, 2-day programs, 10-day program, and 21-day program, and also through healing and daily satsangs. If you go on YouTube and check our channel, youtube.com/Nithyananda TV, thousands of discourses. See, as per the Vedic tradition, knowledge is free. So as per that, Swamiji has all the sacred knowledge that he is sharing from the Veda Agamas. All of that is made public and free for everyone to gain.
I think he's the #1 most watched spiritual guru on YouTube.
Yes.
And he has solutions for almost every single problem that you can possibly think about.
Yes.
And so
see, not just this, right? Like basically all his teachings, this life solutions, whether you have a headache or whether you are a seeker who's looking for enlightenment, the ultimate purpose of life, Swamiji is providing that to that particular need. Even including basic services like Annadan and medical camp. And most importantly, Swamiji is providing free education for kids. And that too in the Vedic tradition, the way of Vedic tradition, the Gurukul education system. Swamiji has brought that. And
how big is this Gurukul right now?
I think about 300 students are studying.
Wow.
And See, if we look at our history, look at our Puranas, we hear about all these fantastic stories of rishis and sages and enlightened beings using mystical powers. Like, for example, in the Mahabharata, the Sanjaya, who is the minister for Dhritarashtra, the king. The Dhritarashtra king, he is blind, so he is not able to participate in the war, but he wants to know what is happening in the Mahabharata war. So Sanjaya, who is an enlightened being, his third eye was awakened. So being there with the king outside of the war field, he was able to see what is happening in the war field, and he was relaying it to the king. So such powers we have read in the Puranas, we've heard about third eye, but only in the books, but not something like we can experience. So one of the most important things that Swamiji has brought to the world is not only that he has these powers, he's initiated lakhs of people into this power, and people have started expressing the power of third eye. So any person who is interested, when they come to the programs, especially the 21-day program, where it's a residential program, you stay there, living the Vedic lifestyle, the food, the yoga, and the Vedic knowledge, and the initiation, the diksha that is given by Swamiji, people can start manifesting powers.
So it's good to make clear that this used to be the lifestyle of us
Exactly.
back a long time ago, and so these powers were available to us as basically like a daily living sort of, ability.
Yes, and because as we lost touch with the science, more and more Hinduism became like a superstition, or something which did not have validity. So now what Swamiji is doing is bringing legitimacy to that, to Hinduism, to all these the scriptures and the powers that were there.
So basically it's nothing new that he's doing. He's just bringing back the same old lifestyle that we had before this Kali Yuga came.
Yes, the Satya Yuga. He's bringing back the Satya Yuga.
Well, yeah. So yeah. And one thing I think we need to clear up for the viewers is, what is enlightenment? What are we actually looking for? What is enlightenment?
So see, ultimately we have come from a source, whether we call it as Paramashiva or consciousness. We call different words, but for us as Hindus, the Shaivites, we have come from Paramashiva. Means come from in the sense we might remember ourselves or identify myself. Like, for example, I might identify myself as Ma Prematma, but that is the identity which I am recognizing myself with. But in truth, in reality, I am that Paramashiva, right? Which we have forgotten through probably and taken many thousands of janmas. So enlightenment is basically realizing that oneness, the union with Paramashiva himself. That is, one way of
that you're one with the ultimate.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And second thing we should also clear up is that Swamiji, before he started this whole mission, he had nothing.
Yes.
He was at the end of his 9-year sort of wandering mode, right? And then now, from that space, he was able to create such a huge, vast organization where we have temples and satsang centers all over the world in like more than 100 countries. Mm-hmm. Millions of devotees, millions of people tuning in to watch satsang every single day.
Yes.
And how was he able to do this?
Yes, just through hard work. Like how, even through various attacks that Swamiji has been continuously going through, Swamiji has never stopped for the purpose for which he has come. His vision of achieving, like for every single being to realize their ultimate potential, nothing has stopped Swamiji's vision. So no matter how much hard the obstacle was or attack was, Swamiji became even more stronger in his intention, in his vision of achieving it. So just through hard work. And Swamiji's programs, right? We don't have to feel, oh, if at all I have to go attend some program of Swamiji, should I go to Bangalore? Only then can I see Swamiji, or only then can I attend the program. Swamiji has made himself available through every possible media, right? Through YouTube's, through Facebook, and through Nithyananda TV. And like anybody who wants to have the darshan of Swamiji can go to the YouTube channel or Facebook or now Enlighten app.
And what's beautiful that you mentioned about this is that he has a program for wherever you are.
Exactly.
And I know that you're conducting the Kalpataru program, so which is about the science of manifesting realities, which we'll be getting into later on in this interview. Would you like to share more about that?
Kalpataru means it's a kalpa vriksha. It's a tree in our Hindu Puranas. Means anything you wish for, you can wish for it and it will grant that. So weekly program, we are conducting the Kalpataru program, and anybody that would like to participate can come to our temple or even connect online. So that is one thing. Even in your room, this science is made available. Especially like while we are talking about manifesting, we will be talking about a very special program, right? That Swamiji is offering this weekend. Basically, he has made himself available that anybody who wants to attend the program can attend even from their home through video conferencing. So, and the solutions that Swamiji is giving is very practical, and the way he is giving it to us is in our language. Means I'm not just meaning the language as such, but in the way we understand it for the problems we are going through, for the situation we are in. And he's made the same Vedic knowledge, not as some boring knowledge that we feel, oh, that's not relevant to me, that thousands of years ago somebody lived, how can it be relevant to me? It is not like that. He has made it very applicable to this day and age, this modern era where we are, and our problems that we are facing this day and age. He has made it very, very practical for us to accept, to use that and live it, basically.
That's the beauty of an avatar, being able to decode those like very mystical, very philosophical Vedas and Agamas into our daily lives, which we can actually live in practice.
Actually, see, one of the interesting things is, like suppose you go call a teenage kid, come, let's go listen to Bhagavad Gita, to listen to some Bhagavata. They'll be like, no mom, why are you, like, it's so boring, I don't want to come. They lose interest. They don't find it relevant to them and interesting to listen to or watch. But if you say, take our Sangha, like for you, many youth are interested and joining, not only participating in Swamiji's programs, but actually taken into the life of sannyas and dedicating their life for this purpose. So that is one of the most interesting things with Swamiji. So like that, through years with Swamiji's hard work, he has reached out to millions of people and healing. A lot of people have benefited from Swamiji through the power of healing, and not just physical healing. Any emotional issues that may be going through, whether it is anger, fear, and addictions. Lot of benefit people get, and not only for their problems, but also for solutions. Like someone wants to be successful, someone wants to manifest something in their life, right? Not just through knowledge, but also through superpowers. So Swamiji is basically initiating us to live like superhumans.
And that's nice that you bring that up, because what are the reasons that we go to an enlightened being in the first place? Usually for healing or figuring out how to manifest the reality that we have. And we go to Swamiji obviously to manifest powers.
Yeah.
So, and there is no disputing that Swamiji is able to manifest the reality that he wants, because look at what he came up to, like what he's doing for people. He's basically the face for Hinduism right now. He's the only one that's initiating so many disciples into these powers where they're able to replicate the same amount of powers as him.
Yeah.
And
See, typically you will see a guru who is expressing powers, who is healing. A lot of people will go to them for healing and to see those miraculous powers that these gurus are able to manifest or to express. The most amazing thing with Swamiji is not only that he is manifesting, he is initiating like lakhs of people who are who as healers and also as people who can express these powers. So he's basically saying that it is a science. When he is saying that every individual has to realize that they are Paramashiva, then we will say, how can that be? I have my own problems. I have regular issues that I'm dealing with. I'm not like Paramashiva. What qualities do I have? All these questions come. So that issue that he's addressing by initiating us, and when we start expressing the powers of Paramashiva, then automatically our doubt that we are not, or that we are just regular humans, drops, and we get much closer to on the path of enlightenment.
And just to clear up for those of viewers that there might be an understanding that powers are going to be as an obstacle towards enlightenment. The way that Swamiji is introducing powers in our lives, we call them Shaktis. As Shaktis are only expressed when you're in oneness with the ultimate, versus whereas Siddhis, if you follow the yoga tradition, they're things that you stumble upon on the path to enlightenment. Here, you have to be in that enlightenment state to even express it. So technically speaking, if enlightenment is your goal, the more times you express Shaktis, the more time you spend your time in the space of enlightenment, eventually you'll make that jump over to enlightenment itself.
Right.
So just to make that clear for you guys, Shaktis is a good thing.
Yeah. So coming back to where we started, right, for this discussion, every day people, they have their own problems they are going through, whether it is with wealth, manifesting. Like one of the biggest problems that people facing now is not having the sufficient funds or not having the ability to do what they want to do with in their life, because one of the things, the financial problems. Maybe in relationships, with not, everyone wants to have good relationship, whether with their spouse or parents, but somewhere something is stopping, whether it is their anger, misunderstanding, or fear, whatever that is. Like this, we, like people are going through various issues, and Swamiji gives us the signs of how to go beyond it. Like not as morality, oh, I should be nice to my family, I should be good to my family, and we'll try hard. Okay, no, I said something wrong, like I scolded them, and start feeling bad and trying to control. We cannot control. There's beautiful meditation techniques and initiation Swamiji gives that makes us go beyond all this, and we don't have to feel about controlling our emotions, but we actually go beyond those emotions. So many workshops that Swamiji is conducting for us to go beyond these issues of whether it is finance, whether it is relationship, whether it is our own health. How do I manifest good health? How do I manifest the wealth I want? How do I manifest good relationships where I'm attracting the right person in my life and not stuck with someone who is abusive? See, that is one of the common issues that we are seeing. So where I'm heading is Swamiji is giving a powerful webinar this weekend called Secrets of Manifesting. Manifesting whatever you want in your life, because as we were discussing about enlightenment and powers and whatnot, some people might think, okay, that is okay for you guys, but as of now I'm struggling to make ends meet, or I'm struggling with my own health issues or my relationships. I want this first addressed, right? So wherever you are, whether you want to manifest enlightenment or whether you want to manifest good health, Swamiji is providing that solution to us, and this weekend's webinar is about manifesting what we want, and that's a free webinar, and people can come to the Toronto Temple in Scarborough to attend the program Friday and Saturday from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. or if you find it difficult to come to the temple physically, you can watch it online. So we'll provide the link for that also. www.innerawakening.org/secret of manifesting. Secrets of manifesting.
Awesome. So we'll also provide that at the end of this video as well. And I know Swamiji has shared a lot of videos about manifesting the life that you want. One of the things that he's a big proponent of is you have to feel like you're responsible for everything that you want.
Yes.
And you also being the teacher for Kalpataru, would you like to share a few more tips and tricks about manifesting the life that you want that came from Swamiji, obviously?
Yeah. So actually this program that Swamiji has been conducting over the years called Kalpataru, right? Like what we started the discussion about. We feel like our life, whatever we have, for example, some things that we want and we have, some things we want and we don't have, and some things we do not want, but we end up having it. Whether it's like your mother-in-law, whether it's your mother-in-law, or a bad health or a bad situation in life, we attract it. then we think somebody has done this for you. God, I don't know why God will do this to me. Why my fate is like this? Or somebody has cursed me, my family. And we start blaming everybody else instead of taking responsibility for our own life. And Swamiji tells us with a very beautiful story. Actually, it's a very short story, that one man was walking in the forest, and one hot sunny day, and he comes across this huge tree, and he was really tired and hungry, so he thought he'll just rest for some time before continuing his journey. So when he goes and sits under the tree, he's so hungry. He's like, oh, I wish there was some food. And the food appears. And he's just beyond belief, but hey, there's food. So he just enjoys the meal. And after having a wonderful meal, he is, okay, now it's time for a nap. And he's like, oh, I wish there was a bed, a cot. And immediately a comfortable cot appears. And he's overjoyed. This is awesome. Whatever I'm wishing for is happening. And he just is ready to fall asleep. And just as he was about to fall asleep, he realizes, oh God, I'm in the middle of a forest and I'm ready to sleep. What if a tiger comes and kills me? So guess what happens?
The tiger comes and kills him.
The tiger comes and kills him, right? When we hear this story, we are actually laughing. But this is exactly our life. We are always, and that tree that this guy was under was a kalpataru, means a wish-fulfilling tree, that whatever that we wish happens. Like that, cosmos is a kalpataru, 24/7, whatever our thoughts, whatever our wish, good or bad, is being blessed. And that is how we attract negative things in life. And some good things, sometimes a conflict. We want something, but we are afraid of taking the responsibility for it. Like that, because of our conflicts, we don't manifest something. And basically not taking responsibility for it. So that is the Kalpataru Science, a beautiful one-day program that it can change people's life. So that we conduct every weekend at the Toronto Temple also, Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. And the whole secret behind it is what Swamiji is going to give this weekend in the webinar of Secret of Manifesting anything in life.
I think one analogy that I want to bring up is when I was watching one of the interviews where this famous businessman was asking Swamiji, what was the secret to finding happiness? And obviously everyone is going to be interested in this sort of question. And Swamiji answered by saying that when you look in, you have a visualization of what this happiness looks like. It might be at a certain house. It might be in a certain location. There's certain people in there. They're all looking happy. There might be a family that is enjoying everyone and everyone's playing and stuff like that. You have a goal in terms of what it looks like for you to feel fulfilled. And he's saying that because it's your visualization, you have to take 100% responsibility for it. So if there is a person inside your visualization that is happy, you have to feel responsible for his happiness, or else you won't feel happy, because that's what your goal or your game plan is. Would you like to share more on this?
Yeah, the visualization, when we say that somebody is happy, only when we take responsibility for their happiness, then our visualization gets fulfilled, right? By causing others' reality, our reality actually gets fulfilled. And yesterday, like every day, Swamiji is giving satsang, right? At night, 9 o'clock. People can tune in from their home as well on nithyananda.tv. Yesterday night, Swamiji was talking about that every single person in your life is your own reflection. If they are mean, if they are angry, if they are saying things it hurts you, they're only reflecting you. So when we think of a happy life, it means like the people around us are reflecting that when we bring them to completion or when we take responsibility for it. And he says, understanding that the person in front of you is just your reflection is intelligence. But when you give healing to that,
because of the compassion that you feel, because they're going through the exact same thing you're going through, you develop some sort of compassion.
Then you actually become God.
Yeah.
When you start showing compassion, knowing that they are reflection, and healing that emotion, whatever that they are going through, because that person is not independent of you. It's not some island. They are just your own reflection.
And another point, I guess, from this whole same sort of analogy of the reflection, if you're only going to go 50%, that other person is only going to go for 50%. So if you're waiting for that person to go and you're waiting to go, it's not going to happen. Only if you decide to go 100%, can you even expect the other people to go 100% for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. So manifesting, right? When we are trying to manifest a happy life, even a career or a friendly workspace, all of that, it is only going to be a reflection of what we carry. And Swamiji will be revealing more on the secrets of this. And especially for Swamiji's devotees, Swamiji is conducting the 21-day program called Paramashivoham this December in Bengaluru, Aadheenam. And many people want to manifest that program, whether they are having some difficulty with the money or the health issues, they are not able to travel, or some family issues. How to overcome all of that and how to manifest it. So that would be the interest of the Swamiji's devotees to know how. So many people are waiting for this webinar this weekend because it is going to be life transforming for people.
So if you want to manifest Paramashivoham for yourself, just come to our weekend webinar and you basically get all the tools and techniques to be able to make it happen for yourself.
Yeah. So Paramashivoham, like normally when we chant Shivoham, basically we are saying I am Shiva. That is the essence or the meaning of it, right? Like that Paramashivoham is a 21-day program where Swamiji is initiating us and to live the state of Paramashiva, his space, what he carries, how he feels inside, the space of Paramashiva, and like the lifestyle that we do, that we live, right? The being of Paramashiva. So all these things, different components of Paramashiva that Swamiji is initiating us and taking us to that level, that space. So when we return from the program, that we can actually start expressing the powers of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the space of Paramashiva, and finally the being of Paramashiva himself. So
Swamiji also came out with something called the Enlightenment app. He's done so many things for making enlightenment such an accessible thing for us to achieve in this lifetime. And his latest sort of achievement is the Enlightenment app. Would you like to speak a bit about the Enlightenment app?
Yes. See, as I said earlier, that Swamiji has made himself available in every possible media. On your phones, on your Android phones, there's an app called Enlighten. N for Nithyananda, Enlighten app. Which you can download, and Swamiji has provided life solutions, right? Like from various topics are there where you can listen to Swamiji's satsangs, anything that you're looking for. Like today my problem is, okay, I have a headache, what do I do? There is an answer to it. So you can click on it and the solutions, Swamiji's discourses are there. And yoga, one of the main components that Swamiji is giving to the world is yoga, Nithyananda yoga. So the yoga postures are there, yoga solutions are there, and kriyas if you're having some issues, ailments. So like that, various various solutions are provided through this Enlighten app. And not only that, Swamiji has said that he is that energy, that Shakti, he's induced into that app, where it is no longer a matter, but the intelligence also is there in the app. So like there is a book called Living Enlightenment, Swamiji's book. Whenever we want a solution, whatever problem we are going through, we just have to open the book and we'll find the exact answer, exact solution for whatever problem that we are facing. So that book has that intelligence, and we worship that book as a deity itself. Like that, the Enlighten app it's a deity itself, where it has the intelligence and intuition of providing solution for whatever we are going through. Or if you just for the fun of it, you just want to listen to Swamiji's discourse and get some spiritual knowledge, also the app is there.
So basically you're saying this app responds to us as if it's Swamiji himself.
Yes, Swamiji has downloaded himself into the app and he has made available for everyone.
So he's literally available to you on your phone. He just basically multiplied himself by like 5 billion.
Yes, exactly.
Who else can do that other than Swamiji?
Right.
And it's right now it's on Google for Android apps. I mean, it's Android phones. We will be coming out with the iPhone version and then also a desktop version. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be further what's it called?
more and more
updates
will be there.
And I think Swamiji said something about My Swamiji coming out. Do you know anything about that?
My Swamiji is basically like a hologram, that'll pop out from the from your Android phone or device, and where you can just ask Swamiji anything. Swamiji, which yoga posture should I do? I'm feeling like this. Then he'll just give you the solution, where you don't have to tell I am feeling like a multiple choice question, I am feeling headache, or I am feeling like this. No, you just ask Swamiji, today I feel like which yoga should I do? Then he'll just tell, because he knows that intuition is there. So it is going to be like living with Swamiji. And anything you want, you can ask Swamiji. Swamiji, which restaurant should I go and eat? And he's there to answer. So, or anything spiritual. Like any solution, any problem, it is just you are living with Swamiji, you have your own Swamiji.
And just living with Swamiji will just bring so many auspicious things happening to you. And you can see how excited we are about this.
So this is still in the works, and we are very excited, and we are waiting to have that My Swamiji come soon.
Thank you. Amazing. So we'll share the details of this weekend webinar again, just so you guys can catch. What was the title of this webinar?
Secret of Manifesting.
And so you can catch this Friday at 8:30 p.m. The location of our temple is at 1960 Ellesmere Road, Unit 10. That's in between Markham and Bellamy on Ellesmere in Scarborough. You can also come for Kalpataru. That happens on Saturday mornings around 10:30 a.m. And so, this weekend webinar is a 2-day webinar, so it's going to be happening Friday night, 8:30. Again on Saturday night, 8:30. It's going to run about 3-4 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have daily service at the temple, daily abhishekam, and evening pada puja, and satsangs. Swamiji's satsang played every day. And one of the most amazing things is having the video conference for the satsang, where not only we are seeing Swamiji, but we are seen by Swamiji. So being seen by an incarnation itself removes so many karmas in us. So that itself is a blessing. And we have the Gurukul, right? Every Sunday we have the Gurukul for kids.
Yeah.
So many wonderful things happening at the temple.
So if you want to get in contact with us, our phone number is 416-439-2089. That's again 416-439-2089, and you can ask about any of these things that we offer. And please do come to our weekend webinar that's going to be happening on Friday at 8:30, and again on Saturday at 8:30. Make sure you catch it, because everyone needs to know about the secrets about manifesting the realities, or else what else are we doing here, right?
Yes. So it's Friday night and Saturday night at 8:30 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you guys, and we'll close this session off with the Purana Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sadguru Padakapanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone.